The hopium shillers are back, and they are painting the rosiest of futures. Bitcoin is going to do it all. It's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to the stars, the sun. It is everything. Question is, are these people, or more specifically, is their messaging actually doing more damage than good? Welcome back, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help us grow the channel. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a tough ask, right? After I just dashed everybody's hopes and dreams in the intro. but look, in all fairness, guys, I just think it's very important to stay level-headed, stay focused, remember why it is that you are deciding to purchase and accumulate Bitcoin. Because look, as much as all of these rosy expectations of the bright orange future that we're all going to have, it all sounds great. Believe it or not, though, right? It actually can set some of us up for failure. Anyways, I'll explain a little bit about that at the end. Let's dive into this. Unfortunately for Robert Kiyosaki, he is the example I'm using. It's not about him personally. It is about the messaging, okay? So let's dive into this. There was an article that came out on March 7th. Here we go. Robert Kiyosaki predicts Bitcoin price to hit 300K by the end of 2024. We are now in March, okay? So in 9 months, he's predicting by the end of 9 months, we could hit 300K. Granted, I love this brand of hopium. I hope he's right, but I also understand that nobody knows, okay? Nobody knows. Even though we want this to be true, even though we want this and more to be true, nobody knows, okay? And there's nothing wrong with being level-headed about it. It's going to serve you more, because if you end up hanging on to these people's words, you could get very emotional if things don't turn out the way you thought. Anyways, let's continue. Robert Kiyosaki stressed that even a modest investment of $500 could yield significant returns in the face of Bitcoin's projected ascent to $300,000. Last year, he forecasted that by 2025, the cryptocurrency's value could skyrocket to 500K. Well, what happened? Not as bullish anymore. This is one of the problems, okay, with taking these hopium dealers a little bit too seriously. They are going to come back to you with a different price prediction all the time. And we're going to take a look at that in a second. But I just want to point out, we started off this article. He was at 300K. I'm not even halfway through the article. And last year, he forecasted 500,000. So anyways, okay, let's continue. Similar price surges occurred in 2012. But wait a second. The institutions weren't here. There's no ETFs in 2012. There definitely wasn't any of this innovative development like ordinals. Damn, how did Bitcoin do that with such a failing security budget? Again, guys, the reason why I'm pointing all of these things out is because all of these fucking narratives, it's just complete nonsense. Okay. Anyways, let's continue. So the similar price surges occurred in 2012 and 2016 following the record-breaking rallies, leading many to believe that Bitcoin's current momentum could propel it to new highs in the coming years. If historical patterns repeat, the cryptocurrency could enter a 6-digit price territory. Yes. And in the last cycle, some of the oldest Bitcoin proponents were talking about $500,000 Bitcoin. We didn't even come close. Okay. Didn't even come close. Now we're going to go back to October 21st, 2023. Okay, so here we go. This was last year. Robert Kiyosaki forecast Bitcoin's next move, skyrocketing to 135K. Okay, so we've got 500,000, got 300,000. Now all of a sudden last year we were only going to 135. Keep in mind we didn't hit that either. Anyways, so now we're going back even further in time. December 15th, 2020. So here we go. Again, Robert Kiyosaki explains why Bitcoin will see 50K next year. So this was right before the peak of the previous bull run, where we peaked out at 69K. So here he wasn't bullish enough. And in the other articles that with the current cycle that we're in, maybe he's too bullish. Anyways, not even 3 weeks ago, the Bitcoin price target might reach 100K in June of 2024. So we've got 300K. We've got 135K. We got 100K. We've got $500,000. We also have the previous cycle at 50K. Guys, if you're not confused enough, if your head isn't swimming, okay, then I don't know what to tell you, because none of these predictions are going to help you hodl. Okay, none of these predictions are going to help you hodl. None of these predictions are really going to create any type of confidence. And the reason why, and this is what I started to say at the beginning of the video, was that when you put too much importance into what the hopium dealers are selling you, then if Bitcoin doesn't do what they said it was going to do, it's almost like you feel betrayed. And in some cases, some people sit there and say, oh, well, wait a second. Bitcoin isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Bitcoin isn't doing what it should do. That's the mental mistake right there. Creating a model around this idea that Bitcoin should be doing this at this specific time. Yeah, indeed, Bitcoin is eating the world's value. Indeed, it has all of these fantastic qualities that every other asset simply does not have. But that doesn't mean it's going to move within the timeline that we want it to, right? Every single one of us is essentially trying to balance our desires, right? What it is that we want in life with how soon we want it, what we are willing to sacrifice in order to get those things. And unfortunately, paying attention to these hopium dealers, okay, these people that are telling you, like, to not Robert Kiyosaki specifically, but there have been Bitcoiners in past cycles that were telling you to mortgage your house at all-time highs. Like, if you listened to these idiots, you'd be fucking broke right now, okay? And you'd be struggling. And they don't give a shit because they just put out these stupid tweets, and some people sit there and take them seriously because, oh, he's been here for so long. Oh, he's been on a podcast. It's a big deal. Guys, do your research. Grow your own conviction. The hopium dealers are not serving you. They are serving themselves. Anyways, guys, that's the clip for today. Sorry to put the damper on all the happiness. I just wish that there was somebody that was giving out this messaging when I first came into this space. So in a way, I'm paying it forward. Some of you are going to hate it. Some of you are going to appreciate it. I don't give a fuck. I will catch you next week.